Such a beautiful day today. How can you not go out into the sun on a day like this? Look, it's just so clear and so beautiful. Very, very rare that this occurs. I've got some orgonite energy set up over there. This is my moldavite. Moldavite is a meteorite tektite. It's a really high vibe stone. That's moldavite. This is a little shungite sphere. It's great. I usually keep that in my pocket. Shungite will help to block some of this harmful radiation that we're all being inflicted with. And this, of course, is my orlite. This is the orlite 23. It's a granddaddy stone right here. Very high vibratory stone. I was blessed with that. You know, when you help others get healthy, you will be blessed with an abundance in return. And I'm asking you a question. I want you to ask a question. I want you to ask a question of yourself, and that is, what are you doing currently to make a difference in other people's lives? What are you doing? Are you helping others get healthy? Are you helping others awaken? Are you sharing your knowledge forward with other people? Because if you're not, you really need to take a look at your own soul. More than likely, there's a parasitic, polluted environment going on within the body. Because people need to be helping other people. I cannot stress enough how important this is, especially currently. Energies are flooding in right now, folks, that are off the charts. And many people are not attuned to these frequencies because simply from the fact that they don't have their shoes off and they're not connected to the soil. You got to take your shoes off and get connected with the earth and get connected with the sun. There's a lot of healing vibrations that are currently flooding in, and not many people are awakened to this, so not many people are getting the attunement to the DNA that they need to be getting. I'm just going to kind of open up my heart a little bit and flow because I felt like doing that. I want to read a couple of things to you. I'll share a story or two with you. But I'll keep this video pretty short. But the main thing that I want you to ask yourself is, what are you doing to help other people? Because we need to be doing more of this, and I want to challenge you to do more of this. I met my neighbor about a year ago when she was taking her trash out, and she was struggling getting to the trash can, and so I quickly parked my car and offered assistance to her, and I ended up talking to her for about an hour, and then I went back and made her a juice, and she let me. And she drank this juice, and this juice changed her life. See, juicing will change your life. If you press into the live amino acids, this will change your life. The first thing you need to do is awaken to what fuels the cells, because your current way of eating is programming. And your gut and your stomach has been programmed to consume the types of foods that it has consumed all of your life. And we need to reprogram the stomach. We need to reprogram the cells. We need to reprogram the mind. And that's what juicing does. She was really struggling getting to the trash can. And so I helped her and got to know her a little bit. She felt real comfortable opening up to me really fast, and I offered to make her a juice, and she said, "Sure, of course." So I made her one. I made her a carrot. It was carrot and apple and lemon, the first juice that she had, and she loved it. She called me the next day and she said, "Hey, is there any way you can make me another one of those? Because I slept a lot better last night and I had less pain." And I said, "Sure, can I put do you like ginger? Can I put a little sliver of ginger in it?" And she said, yeah, I'll do that. So she started pressing into the ginger more pretty fast. And this is what I recommend you do too. Start pressing. People don't get the healing that they need because they don't press into those two glorious roots, the ginger and the turmeric. Those are two roots that'll change your life. And so she started pressing into and then the very next day after that, I asked her if I could put a little beet in it. And then I explained to her the importance of, because she loved it so much, I said, we've got to get you a juicer. She said, "You know what, I think I have one in storage. I'll have to go and look one day." And I offered to go and look for her. And so I went and looked and found this old Jack LaLanne juicer. And I got it out and cleaned it up. I think it had only been used a couple of times, and so she started with this. About a month after she pressed into that, she sold her home computer. She had a PC computer, a Mac PC, Mac home computer, and she had a MacBook. And she didn't need them both. Her husband recently passed away, and she had to downsize when he passed away. It's so horrific that our elderly people are struggling in this world today. Many people don't have the means to get the things that they need to get healthy, and so she had to sell off a few things so that she could get a fully masticating juicer, because she understood the importance of it real fast. I said, this Jack LaLanne's a great juicer, but it's spinning at a little high speeds, and it's heating and destroying some of these phytonutrients. So she woke up to that fact real quick, and because she liked the juices that I was making her a lot better, because of course my machine is fully extracting. It's a fully masticating omega, and I challenge you to get a fully masticating juicer, because this can be the best investment you can ever make your entire life. The veil got uplifted for her quite fast. She was 74 years old when I met her, and she was taking 6 prescription medications. She's 75 today, and she does not have to take a single medication. The juicing changed her life to such a degree that she wanted to stop taking the prescription medications, because she realized that those were only adding toxins to the liver. These prescriptions are only toxifying your liver, so we've got to stop taking these. We've got to get out of all these drugs, pollutants, chemicals that we're slathering onto our skin and that we're putting inside our vessel. People want to wake up and they're still consuming toxins and poisons, and this is insanity, and this is what needs to stop. I want to read to you something that I shared recently on social media. If you are on social media, I challenge you to follow me, because I will share with you some things that will help awaken you. Sometimes people hold a core belief that is very, very strong. When they're presented with evidence that works against that belief, the new evidence cannot be accepted. It would create a feeling that is extremely uncomfortable, called cognitive dissonance. And because it is so important to protect the core belief, they will rationalize, ignore, and even deny anything that doesn't fit with that core belief. And that is Frantz Fanon. See, many people are not resonating with the live amino acids because they haven't been educated on what they can do. Your core belief now tells you that you need to eat all this cooked food. Cooked food is acidifying to the body. Most of the time when we cook our food, we cook all of the nutrients out of the food. So begin to awaken to some of this and begin to consume more live vibratory food, and that's what I'm challenging you to do. And then after you do this, the more that you're going to want to do this. This lady, my friend, I'll try to get her to share her testimony sometime, because I think that her testimony would probably help a lot of people, because she did have a lot of mobility problems. She had a hand that was kind of kinked up from an arthritic condition, and she had real trouble walking. She had her back was hunched just a little bit, and she had a lot of problems with one knee in particular. And see, she does not suffer from these inflictions today. The juicing changed her life. Juicing can change your life. This is the reason it's important to juice, is because at our core we are a crystal resonator, and our cells are lacking nourishment. They are craving something that they are not getting. Way too many people are hurting currently. You're in pain and you're in misery, and you do not have to be. I cannot tell you how many times I have divinely crossed someone's path like this, whether it be at the post office or whether it be at the farmer's market. People come into my life periodically that not only bless me, but they get a blessing in return. My electromagnetic energy field radiates out quite fiercely, and so people want to be in this electromagnetic energy field. They can feel it, they're highly aware of it, and they want to be around me. I'm not bragging when I say that, but I mean, when I go to a farmer's market, people flock to me because they want to be around the energy. And I'm telling you that you can have this same energy that's resonating from your crystal resonator as well. I'm asking you to uplift the veil and decalcify your body. See, you've got calcification on your bones. Our bones are crystal antennas, and they're calcified currently because we've consumed years and years of poisons and toxins and low vibrations. When you start to juice, when you break the cell wall open and you extract only the live phytonutrients, they go right to work for the body. See, to heal the body, we've got to give the digestive system a break. I know I've said that 1,000 times, but I'm going to keep saying that because people aren't understanding that. You've got to give your digestive system a break, folks, for healing to occur. She started with the apple, carrot, lemon, ginger, beet, a little bit of black pepper, and now she's including a lot of greens. She builds off that basic blend, and she includes one green in all of her juices, and she juices 5 or 6 times a day. She really did. And she has probably added years onto her life, and she's probably taken off about 10 years. She looks about 10 years younger. All of her friends and family members are wanting to know what she's doing. And so this is a way that you can reach out to other people, because when they see what you are doing, they will ask, what are you doing that your skin is radiating like that? What do you do? What's your skincare program like? Because you've got beautiful skin. I juice. I break the cell wall open and I extract the phytonutrients. This provides me with all of the amino acids that my body needs. And this will happen with you too when you begin to press into this juice. Get your hands on a fully masticating juicer. She sold her computer and got a fully masticating juicer, and she never looked back. She never looked back. So sell off some of your material possessions if you have to get yourself a fully masticating juicer. However you have to get yours, you need to work to get yours, because time is of crucial importance currently. I say that with love, because the people that are pressed into these vibrations, the earth's vibrations, the sun's vibrations, the divine creator source energies that are flooding in currently, are getting the attunement to the DNA that they need, and everybody else is further traveling into the slumber, the deep, deep slumber that they are in. The world is parasitic zombies. It's a parasite zombie apocalypse out there, folks. People aren't thinking clearly because the mind is parasitically controlled. What you're craving various foods now is because of a parasitic condition. I'm working with a guy that 4 months into his juicing and detoxifying, he had a Taco Bell craving, and he hadn't eaten Taco Bell in probably a year. And see, that's how deep-seated these particular parasites are inside your colon and your liver. The liver is storing many of these toxins up, and so when you are detoxifying, you may have some weird cravings. I've seen it all, folks. I've seen people have weird cravings for things that they hadn't eaten in a year, or 2 years, or 3 years. And this will happen with you too when this veil uplifts, because these toxins need to be expelled from your liver. But the more that you press into the live amino acids, the better you will feel. I assure you this. You do not have to hurt. You do not have to be in pain and in misery. The ginger, the turmeric, the dandelion, the watercress, the chaga, the shilajit, the rainbow Swiss chard, the cabbage, the kale, the spinach, the basil, the tarragon. These need to be your best friend, especially if you have cancer. The wheatgrass, the cannabis, juice cannabis, and take a cannabis oil if you can at all possible. Do this. Cannabis is extremely healing for these cancerous conditions. Really is. I need to make some more videos on that. Because the people that are pressing into this cannabis oil are getting the healing that they need. The essential oils carry a divine intelligence. They penetrate the skin instantly and they go right to work. I'll tell you, the oils that this lady started with were just very basic. She started with lavender. And then I got her into the stronger oils pretty fast. She was on a clove, rosemary, thyme, lemon, cinnamon concoction real fast. And she applied it to her feet, she applied it to her spine, and she applied it to the crown of her head. Because I explained to her that that's where a majority of the parasites are harbored. So hit your spine and hit your feet and hit your crown of your head with oils and see if this can't raise your vibrations, because that's what the essential oils will do. They penetrate the skin instantly. They cross this blood-brain barrier, and see, nothing else is crossing this but the oils. Oils extracted properly, I might add. Most of the oils that they sell at health food stores aren't doing your body any good because they're cut with something synthetic or they contain a chemical. But press into the juice. Press into the juice and then press into the essential oils, and this is all that you have to do to uplift the veil. Your pain and your inflammation will go away. She got off all 6 of her prescription medications, and I think that this is glorious. It took time to do. I don't recommend that you do this by yourself if you're not working with a natural, holistic type doctor of organic medicine, because it is hard to get off some of these prescription medications, but we need to get off of these drugs. These drugs are only contributing to the toxicity issue within the liver, and so we've got to stop taking these drugs. She woke up to this real fast, and she said, well, I feel the very second night she said, well, I'm not going to have to take my sleeping pill because I feel like I'll be able to sleep on my own. And see, that's what these juices will do for you. You will sleep a lot better when you get your juice on. You really will. As more people begin to do this, more people will awaken to what I'm referencing, because the more that you press into the live amino acids, the more that you're going to want to. I was making her 2 juices, and she wanted more. That wasn't enough, and so I said, well, we got to get you a juicer so you can just do this yourself. And I take her produce about once a week, and she juices large amounts of various things. She's really into the greens now. I'm telling you, it's changed her life. And it will change your life, too. The adaptogens helped her a great deal get off all these drugs. The ashwagandha, the rhodiola, the holy basil. She's taken the shaga, she's taken the shilajit, she's taken a lot of these adaptogenic substances, and so I challenge you to look into taking some adaptogens. Take a good adaptogen blend if you want to try to get off some of these prescription medications, but you need to get off of them. There will be no uplifting of the veil. There will be no ascension through the silver lining if you continue taking prescription drugs and you continue slathering and consuming toxins. We've got to stop slathering these toxins onto our skin. We've got to stop bathing in them. We have to stop consuming them. She also drinks the shungite infused water. She does that several times a day, and she takes a turmeric concoction. And many of the people that need relief will find relief in what I just told you. She does a coffee retention enema about once a week because she had layers and layers of sludge and putrefaction and calcification in her colon. You know, when you just explain this to other people, they want to ask more. And that's the beautiful thing about this. And see, now she's talked to her daughter about. Her daughter is doing some of this now. Her daughter's daughter is doing some of this now. Her granddaughter. Her neighbor, both of her neighbors are doing some of this now because they saw the change that it made in her life. They noticed that she was getting out a lot more. She was able to drive herself. Her daughter explained to me that when I came into her life, she was debating putting her in an assisted care facility. So sad that this is happening to our elderly people because you get to a certain age and your body just literally begins to deteriorate. See, that's what's happened with all the poisons and toxins and things that we've consumed. And she's changed her life with juicing, so I'm asking you to do this too. This is why we've got to get our juice on. I think that's how I titled this video, why you need to get your juice on. Because I know I was just kind of ranting and rambling and whatnot, but I really feel like it's important that you know the importance of juicing and what juicing can do for you. We've got to give the digestive system a break for healing to occur, and this won't happen with all these smoothies. You need to back off of all of the sweet things really fast if you're trying to heal your condition. Only alkalizing foods, only alkalizing greens, that's all. Period. You say, well, how in the world can I just go all raw overnight? Well, I'm not asking you to. I'm just asking you to cut back some of these acidic forming meals and press more into